Hello, and welcome to a closer look at one of India's most significant figures, Indira Gandhi, a powerful and determined leader who shaped modern India. In this video, we will explore her rise to power, the impact of her decisions, and the legacy she left behind. Indira Gandhi, a trailblazer in Indian politics. Indira Gandhi, born Indira Priyadashini Nehru on November 19, 1917, in Allahabad, India, remains one of the most formidable and influential figures in Indian politics. As the first and only female Prime Minister of India to date, her leadership, policies and decisions have left an indelible mark on the nation. Born into the Nehru family, which was deeply involved in India's struggle for independence, Indira was exposed to politics and nationalist ideas from a young age. Her father, Jawaharlal Nehru, was a central figure in the Indian National Congress and went on to become the first Prime Minister of independent India. This environment fostered in Indira a strong sense of duty and commitment to her country. Indira's education took her to various institutions, including Visva Bharati University in India, and later the University of Oxford in England. Although her academic journey was interrupted by the tumultuous events leading to India's independence, these experiences broadened her worldview and solidified her resolve to participate actively in shaping her country's future. Her early political involvement included working alongside her father and other Congress leaders. She played a crucial role during the Indian independence movement, organizing protests and mobilizing support for the cause. After India's independence in 1947, she continued to work closely with her father, who was then the Prime Minister. Indira's political career took a significant turn when she was elected President of the Indian National Congress in 1959. This position allowed her to influence party policies and strategies directly. Her ascent within the party culminated in her appointment as the Minister of Information and Broadcasting in Lal Bahadur Shastri's government in 1964. In this role, she proved her administrative capabilities, particularly during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1965, when her leadership helped maintain national morale. Following Shastri's sudden death in 1966, Indira Gandhi emerged as a compromise candidate for the prime ministership, bridging the gap between the more conservative and progressive factions within the Congress party. Initially perceived as a gungi gudiya, dumb doll, by her critics, she soon demonstrated her political acumen and decisiveness, proving them wrong. Her tenure as Prime Minister saw significant and often controversial reforms. One of her most notable policies was the nationalization of major banks in 1969, aimed at extending banking facilities to rural areas and promoting economic growth. This move, although criticized by some as excessive government intervention, was popular among the masses and strengthened her political base. Indira Gandhi's leadership during the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971 is particularly noteworthy. Her decision to support the independence movement in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, against the oppressive Pakistani regime was a bold and risky move. The subsequent military victory not only led to the creation of Bangladesh, but also significantly enhanced India's strategic and geopolitical standing in South Asia. For her leadership, she was hailed as Durga by her supporters, a reference to the Hindu goddess of strength and victory. However, Indira's tenure was not without controversy. The period of the emergency from 1975 to 1977 remains one of the most contentious chapters in Indian history. Faced with political instability, growing opposition, and a ruling by the Allahabad High Court that invalidated her election on charges of electoral malpractice, Indira declared a state of emergency. This move granted her extraordinary powers, curtailed civil liberties, and led to widespread arrests of political opponents. The forced sterilization campaign, aimed at controlling population growth, was particularly unpopular and drew international condemnation. The emergency period damaged her political reputation, and in the 1977 general elections, the Congress Party suffered a humiliating defeat. However, Indira's resilience and political skills were evident as she rebuilt her support base and returned to power in the 1980 elections. Indira Gandhi's second tenure as Prime Minister was marked by both achievements and challenges. She initiated the Green Revolution, which transformed India's agricultural sector and made the country self-sufficient in food production. Her efforts in promoting science and technology, particularly in the nuclear and space sectors, positioned India as a rising power on the global stage. Yet, her tenure was also marred by increasing political unrest, particularly in the state of Punjab. The rise of Sikh militancy and the demand for a separate state of Khalistan led to Operation Blue Star in 1984, where the Indian Army stormed the Golden Temple in Amritsar to flush out militants. The operation, while achieving its immediate objective, led to significant civilian casualties and damage to the holy site, causing widespread outrage among Sikhs. On October 31, 1984, Indira Gandhi was assassinated by her own Sikh bodyguards in retaliation for Operation Blue Star. Her death plunged the nation into grief and sparked anti-Sikh riots, which resulted in further tragedy and loss of life. Indira Gandhi's legacy is complex and multifaceted. She was a leader of immense charisma and determination, who played a crucial role in shaping modern India. Her efforts in economic development, social reforms, and foreign policy left a lasting impact. However, her authoritarian tendencies, particularly during the emergency, remain a point of contention and debate. In the annals of Indian history, Indira Gandhi stands out as a transformative figure whose contributions and controversies continue to influence the nation's political landscape. Her life and career reflect the turbulent yet dynamic nature of Indian democracy and the enduring quest for progress and stability. Indira Gandhi's legacy is complex and multifaceted. She left an undeniable mark on India's development, social reforms, and foreign policy. However, her authoritarian tendencies, particularly during the emergency, remain a point of contention. Nevertheless, her role as a transformative figure in India's political history is undeniable. If you found this video interesting, please like it.